Hello, assalamu alaikum everybody, and thank you very much for joining us here today for the opening ceremony of HodanNalayeh's scholarship. We are going to start this the verses of the Quran, and we're gonna have Sheikh Shain Rahman to read the Quran for us. Yasin, go ahead, please.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كانت لهم جنات الفردوس نزلا خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حولا. قل لو كان البحر مدادا لكلمات ربي لنفد البحر قبل أن تنفد كلمات ربي ولو جئنا بمثله مددا. قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحد. صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallahu khaira. Thank you so much, Sheikh Yasin. And now, as you already aware of, today is the opening ceremony of HodanNalayeh's scholarship on digital storytelling, which is a diploma course in digital creative media. Today we have some of the students and some of the lecturers for this course, as well as Shain Rahman and Hano Nalayeh, who are the sisters of HodanNalayeh. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless her soul. Hodan was a sister, which I never had, a friend. And we will always be grateful for the work that she have done for our country and our people. And I would like to give the floor to Shain Rahman, who is who's also known as Shain Nalayeh. So Sarah, over to you.
So thank you very much, Sadia. It's a pleasure to be here. My name's actually Sarah, but all of my English friends call me Sahara, and I am joining you from the Toronto, Canada area. So I'm really honored to be here. And first of all, I do want to take a moment to thank the organizers of the event, the Hano Academy and the Somali STEM Society. What an honor to be here today to share space with all of the prospective students of this diploma program that's named after HodanNalayeh and honors Hodan's memory, Hodan's legacy. I'm just so glad and thankful. I just want to acknowledge that first. I actually have a little speech prepared today, but I'll keep it short. But I do want to start telling you a little bit about storytelling. Next, I'll take a moment to tell you a little bit about Hodan for some of you who are very familiar with her work, a lot of the things that she did, her life in Canada, her life in Somalia. I'll talk a little bit of that. And then at the end, I do want to come back and honor this first class and the work that's ahead of all of you, and come back and speak to you a little bit. And then I'll be, concluding my talk. So to begin with, Hodan and I both were both born in Somalia. And sorry, maybe I'll take a step back. I'm Hodan's older sister. And so when Hodan and I were growing up in Somalia, we often, if I think about storytelling and what it meant to Hodan and myself and my family, we lived in a small town, now it's a big town, Las Anod. And I remember for a long time, we would always gather, all the children in the town would gather around some adults, whether it be, our grandparents, our aunts and uncles, Or there were times when we would gather around, I'm going to call it, an adult in the community who would want to tell stories to young people. And anyways, I think there's somebody I need to mute for a second there. Anyway, so the story that I most want to share with you is a story about, there's a gentleman who told a story about two travelers. One of them, and it's really related. One of them was praying as it was nighttime. They both were traveling from one city to the other. And I've never forgotten this as a child. And this story was very like a moral story. And it was about these two gentlemen that were sitting around a fire, resting at night before they traveled to the next city. And one of them was praying. And then as he was praying, a lion approached. And I've never forgotten that. And then this gentleman would go on and tell us the story about how this one of them, right away started to climb a tree for his own safety to protect himself, while the other gentleman continued to pray, and he continued to pray. And then eventually the lion became closer and closer and closer. And that man lost his life. But what I took away from that story is the piece around the importance of faith, the importance of believing in God and trusting your life with God and the path that's laid for you. And that man was courageous in not leaving that spot as he prayed to God, to Allah. And I've never forgotten that story as a child, and always both Hodan and I, kept that very close. So my point of it is, so storytelling is something that is very common in our culture, in many cultures, wherever you are. And it's important now, if you think about it, that now you have an opportunity to use many different tools to be able to communicate, to be able to impact many other lives with your stories, with the work you're going to be doing in this diploma program. And Hodan, from a young age, was inspired by that. And moving to Canada, I really feel from Somalia to Canada just gave her even more opportunities to be exposed to how we can all use our voice, our creativity, our talents to support other people in our community, abroad, and how to inspire other people. And I think Hodan's work started, I'm really truly believe, from high school to when she went to university to study journalism. First thing she did when she was studying at university was she had a radio show. So already she learned the power of telling stories and sharing information through radio. And what that meant to her, I almost like she was that experience was like an apprenticeship program where she was learning skills. She was developing her craft in how to tell stories, how to take stories that may not be that exciting and make them really exciting so people can listen, people are inspired. And so university really taught Hodan how to craft those skills, how to make sure that she solidified the things that she wanted to do. As an adult, Hodan worked in the media, marketing side of media, whether it be sales, whether it be promotions, and I'm hoping that's something that all of you are going to be learning in this program. And that really helped her a lot when eventually she returned to Canada. When Hodan came back to Canada from the US, one of the things that she noticed was that there was a lot of negative narratives about Somalis, whether it be Somalis in Somalia, Somalis in the UK, the US, in Canada. She was not seeing those positive stories about our people, our progress, the great things we were doing. It was very easy for people to focus on stories that did not inspire us. If anything, actually, were challenging our identity and who we were. And she worked really hard to be the first Somali female to start her own network show called Integration TV, so where she can showcase stories about Somalis across the globe, things that were happening, the rebuilding of our country, the amazing things that are happening, like the Hano Academy, the Somali STEM Society, all the different things that we are doing to rebuild our country, to build a peaceful country where we can all coexist and work together. And I really feel when Hodan came back to Somalia to do her first few episodes, she was just re-inspired to see all of you and the things that you're doing in Somalia. And she was like, I want to be part of this. How can I support it? I've been away for many years in Canada. I want to come back and support the dreams all of you have. And how can I help you? And I think I want to take a moment, first of all, to thank all of you for welcoming Hodan back to Somalia and for helping her to be, to help her find even more of her purpose. So I'm hoping, you know, as you go through this program, all of you are going to find your purpose, whatever that may be. It may not happen in one day, but it's definitely a path that you will get there. But you have to give yourself a chance, one, to learn, one, to make mistakes, one, to struggle a little bit, but to continue to persevere. I really feel everything Hodan did, you know, success is never easy initially. It takes a while, it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of persistence and perseverance. And I'm hoping that all of you can follow in her footsteps and not to give up on your dreams. But we know it's really important to build skills. As we build different skills, also we, you know, at a younger age, we discover what is it that really we love? What is it that really makes us more passionate? And I want to ask you to be patient with yourself, because Hodan was very patient with the work that she did, whether it be through Facebook, Instagram, all of the social media platforms. There were times where people were very negative towards her for the work that she was doing, but she kept going. And so I don't want any of you getting discouraged as you start your career, as you start your learning, that you will get better, you will get amazing. And do not let criticisms or little stumbles stop you from doing what you need to do. And as many of you know, unfortunately, we lost Hodan a few years back in a very tragic situation in Somalia. But I want to tell you, her memory lives on. You know, her two children are flourishing. They're doing great here in Canada. They've come back. In Canada, here where we live, there has been a school that has been renamed after her. That's called HodanNalayeh Secondary School, which has been an incredible honor for our community here in Canada to honor her memory and the work that she was doing. And so we're just so grateful. And it's really, like I said, it's honor. I'm really honored to be here with you today and to share this space with all of you, and to hopefully come back as well when you graduate to congratulate all of you. And I do just want to maybe just end to say that Hodan, I think, was at Hano Academy a couple of times. I'm not sure like how many times per se, but I have seen some of her videos where she was speaking to the students about social media, marketing, and you could just see she just loved being with all of those students. She wants our next generation to strive, to work hard, and where possible, you know, make your own job. And I'm hoping that that's something all of you can take away from this program, that you can be an entrepreneur and be successful at that. And thank you very much. Thank you, Sadia.
Thank you so much, Sarah. We really appreciate the light that you shared about Hodan and her memory. It was an honor knowing Hodan. We met 2015 with Dwayne in Hargeisa. And it was great, you know, for the years that we have known her and coming to Mogadishu, you know, going Kismayo together for the first time. She was an inspiring, you know, how can I say, role model for many of us, you know, purely for sharing the positive light of our community, both in the diaspora and back in Somalia. And we need more of her. That's why we set it up, the scholarship on honoring her and her memory and the work that she was doing. We sadly lost her, but we are here to help so many Somalis, Somali youth, to take, you know, and her position, you know, and help to have a success story despite all this misery, you know, experience that we had during the accident that we lost her. So for this student, we hope actually we are aiming to give her the skills and the tools that they need to excel in life, you know. As you know, we all need, you know, skills specifically for the youth in Africa and Somalia particularly, you know, to excel their life and get some livelihood and generate an income and better themselves. So if I actually take you through what the course will talk about, let me share my screen. Yes, so as we mentioned, the course is 18 months. So the first 6 months, we are aiming the student to learn an ICT for digital skills. So Engineer Abdi Halim will actually teach the student, and we will have digital visual literacy, which will be Professor Mike Compton. He's actually hoping to join us later. He is based in Ohio. And we have also digital oral storytelling, which will be Dr. Christina. She's actually here, and she will also have the opportunity to say a few words. Social media, we have Dr. Peter. He will also have an opportunity to say. We have Hosea, who will also train students about digital, content creation, digital marketing, blogging, and vlogging. So that is actually a core modules where all the students will learn. And then for the next semester, they have to choose a specific skills, whether it is, graphic design or website design, radio and television production, or photography and, filming and videography. And Dwayne, who is actually, who was Hodan's camera and production team member, is also going to give this training, among other support staff that we have. And the next 6 months, we are going basically to give the student a life, like, how can we say, like industry placement. It is kind of apprenticeship, and they will have an opportunity to get employment after they actually finished, but the expectation is high. They have to actually have above 70% in order to secure employment later on. So that is how we designed. And if you allow me, I will also give an opportunity before we actually move to the, before we move to the next topic, I would like to talk about meeting and our team of professionals. Professor Mike Compton, as I said, he actually is a great believer in visual storytelling. And he was actually there in Mogadishu when we lost Hodan. We were hosting Somali STEM conference in Mogadishu. And we were very close actually to cancel and, or postpone the conference. And then at the end, we said that if we actually cancel the conference, they will win. We don't want Hodan to die in vain. We want her, what her vision in life for Somali people will carry on, and we have to actually take that role and help as many people as we wanted to reach out. And then we have Dr. Christina. So if I may allow her to say a few words, let me unmute. Dr. Christina.
Yes, hi. Thank you, Sadia. Thank you, everyone. It's an honor to be here and to be able to teach in this program and to honor the memory of this amazing storyteller. I will be, as Dr. Sadio said, teaching the digital oral storytelling course. And I'm building kind of on what Sarah said at the beginning about the traditions in Somalia. I am trying to bring as many examples from East Africa and the continent of Africa as well, the whole continent, as examples of various kinds of oral storytelling, both from the past and then the present, and kind of end the course with the students speculating on the future. And of course, we have so many tools available to us now to create stories and to disseminate stories. But I think it's also important for students to learn, to really discern what the art of storytelling is. There's, I think, a bit of a science to it and a bit of an art. And that's what I hope to explore in the course. And I'm so excited to hear the stories that the Hano students have to tell. I have previously taught English for Hano Academy. And of course, when we're learning English, we talk a lot, and I encourage my students to talk. And in a way that was sort of a precursor to this, in that the students told me a lot of stories about their lives as a way of practicing their English. And so I'm looking forward to teaching this course to really focus on honing their storytelling skills.
Thank you so much. And next, I believe it is Engineer Abdulhalim, who actually teaches in Lastic Academy in Las Anod, as well as Hano Academy. He's also a trainer at the Somali STEM Society. Engineer Abdulhalim, if you are with us, please.
Yes, Victoria.
Oh, yes, over to you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm greeting all of you here. We are having Dr. Sadia and other friends. I am one of the teachers at Hano Academy and Somali STEM Society. Right now, I live in Las Anod, and I also teach another college, which is called Lastic Academy. Now, I'm really happy that Dr. Sadia and other friends, especially, the Hano Academy, they have started the program for HodanNalayeh. This scholarship is really beneficial for all students, especially the Somalis. The scholarship is helping many things, but for me, I'm teaching only the ICT basic skills. So I will teach different programs like the spreadsheet, PowerPoint, this presentation, the word processing, the security basics, Windows basics, and some of the other courses that we have that Dr. Sadia presented here. So I will try to teach my best, and I will record all the things. So the course will be divided into different parts, as you have seen here, but I will try to teach as my best, inshallah. And I'm welcoming all of you guys. Thank you very much, Dr. Sadia.
Thank you, Engineer Abdulhalim. And we have Hosea. Over to you, Hosea.
Yeah, my name is Hosea Wafula, with all protocols observed. I want to thank you, Dr. Sadio, for the opportunity, and to thank you, the Hano Academy fraternity. And as we come together to celebrate and to honor the achievement of our great hero, I must say I've been personally motivated by her story, so the little that I've read in the stories here and there. And I am looking forward for this great journey to continue with passing knowledge and skills to our fellow students back in Somalia in Hano Academy. And also, let me mention also, currently also I'm taking some students for multimedia course. And I'm greatly honored to be part of the story making and also to be part of changing the future of our youths in Somalia. And I'll be very delightful, very excited to take on this journey. And I can't wait to impact skills to our students until they get equipped with skills, yeah? So I'm deeply honored, let me say once again, I'm deeply honored, and I thank you for this opportunity. So I'll be taking you for digital marketing, content creation, vlogging, and blogging. And let me mention that in this course, we will discover the latest digital trends, the tools, the techniques that help companies in brand building and turning brand values to actual sales and increasing values. So these skills, I'm hoping, will help us create an impact in our society, locally and also globally. So once again, I'm really happy and thankful for this opportunity. Thanks, madam.
Thank you so much, Isaiah. Oh, here we have Dr. Bita.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much, Dr. Sadio, for the introduction. I'm very honored to be taking part in the opening ceremony today. My name's Pete Jonker. As it says on the slides, I'm a lecturer in global digital cultures at King's College, London. So I'm based in the UK at the moment. I'm a researcher who's long focused on the Somali Horn of Africa and the impact of digital media technologies on various aspects of public life, communications, culture in the Horn of Africa region. I used to work for the University of Hargeisa quite a long time ago. I used to work in the humanitarian sector for the International Committee of the Red Cross for quite a few years in different parts of Somalia, and then did my research, as I said, on the kind of the changing media environment, the digital storytelling environment in the Horn of Africa, and it was in that context that I came to be familiar with the work of Hodan. Someone whose work, whose efforts to kind of change the narrative about Somalia were always very inspiring to me, and it was work that I very much admired. So I was very happy to take this opportunity when Dr. Sadio reached out to invite me to participate in the teaching of this course. Specifically, my parts of the course are going to focus on what we might call participatory visual storytelling. And I'm going to share some experiences with the students, I hope, about my own experiences of doing research and engaging different people's voices in Somali contexts through visual storytelling methods, and particularly things like photo voice, the use of participatory photography. And we're going to think there about how different groups of people in Somali contexts are represented in different kinds of digital storytellings, and the kind of opportunities that exist for people to participate genuinely in these processes. And then I'm also going to do a week on the course where we think a little bit more theoretically, perhaps with a historical perspective about the wider impacts of the social media environment, the spaces in which you do this digital storytelling, and what that means to how communications happens and changes in society, politics and culture around the world, but also, of course, in Somali contexts as well. So that's me. Marhale wan idin salame wan waxaan rajaynayna inaynu is arki doona gordo inshallah. Mahadsantihiin.
Aad iyo aad ayaa u mahadsan tahay, Dr. Bita. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, and we have Fistus.
Hi, everyone.
Yes, over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Sadia. I'm Festus Mwenda from Kenya. Let me take this opportunity to say thank you for giving me a chance so that I can prepare myself properly to teach TV and radio productions. Hello, you getting me?
Yes, yes, thank you so much. Yes.
You're hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. I will take the student through the interview, bulletin, news and news values, writing for broadcasts, the voice and the voice the packaging, broadcasts, sound, radio technology, TV technology, research, and how to package their stories. Because this is a platform to tell stories through digital platform. Here in Kenya, we are doing the same. Young people are getting opportunities to sell their product to different, all over the world, globally, through storytelling. From there, they are getting sponsorships from companies, and that's how we are employing ourselves here in Kenya. The way young people are doing in Kenya, that's what I want young people in Somalia to do, because there's no difference in between Kenya and Somalia. It's only just a border. So I'd be very glad to see Somalia doing the same thing that we are doing in Kenya. I'm a radio presenter. I'd have a heart to help any young guy who is willing to learn and to be a proud radio presenter like me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please bear in mind, we actually specifically chose different professionals, from all walks of life, so we wanted to be as diverse as possible. We have later on and Idaja, who is a Somali expert. He will only focus on the Somali literacy, like how to write, how to say the correct Somali words. So we will also have other Somali experts later on in the program, but at the moment we are covering the academic part. Yeah, if I go back to the slide, and if I look through, it's supposed to be actually my colleague, Dr. Wilstick, who's supposed to take us through the students.
I'm around, I've been here.
Oh, wow, okay. Yes, so Dr. will take us through the students who actually win for this scholarship. They are 17 students, aged between, they are very young. So the African youth is up to 35. They are graduates and they have the capacity to speak English, and they send their resume. So I'm gonna give the floor to my colleague, Dr. Wilstick. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sadio, and fellow colleagues, and the staff that is going to take us through this course. It's indeed a big pleasure for us to be here this evening. Let me just switch on my video. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I'm sorry I came in late, but I've been following, and yes, as Dr. Sadio said, this program is a very special program that aims to empower the young people who have an interest and the heart of showcasing their storytelling skills and showing to the world what is actually the true story. And it's actually a true reflection of the late Hodan Nalayeh, who actually was a hero. He's somebody I met personally, and is somebody that I was actually looking up to be one of the mentors, one of the people that would have really changed my life. So we conducted the admission process where we interviewed the students, the learners. So this program targets Somali youth who are aged between 16 to 35 years age. And one of the things that we were really focusing on, they have to be fluent in both languages, but more specifically English. although we did not make it compulsory for them to be fluent in the local language. So we also took them through a process after analyzing their resume to see their qualification and what they are capable of doing. So now we shortlisted the 19 ones whom we took through rigorous interviews. So most of the people, in fact, all of the people that qualified for the were looking for passion. People really want to grow their talents and to tell the true story of what is actually happening. So we gave them application forms, which they filled and supposed to actually qualify for them to pass through the stage of interviews. We also requested them to do a personal statement, and it's through this personal statement that we were able to interact with them virtually, be able to go through to their minds and actually understand their passion and their need and their qualification to be part of this project. We also requested them that they prepare their official education transcripts, mostly the secondary school transcript, and those who have already graduated to prepare their degrees, certificates, and submit them to us so that we can actually ascertain their qualification and their ability to be part of this course. And later on, we asked them to prepare 1-minute video that expresses or explains why they're interested to be part of these beneficiaries of this scholarship. Most of them did a very, very good work. And we had the shortlisting, in which we had the applicants. We conducted an online all the candidates and
I really apologize. I don't think.
I'm sorry, I got.
Yeah, over to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got disconnected, but I'm back now. And we wanted to ensure that we are only choosing the best. And I can assure that the people that are going to be part of this course, the people are highly qualified and I was so highly interested. And we also gave them a breakdown of how we are going to be conducting the training. So they're very, very aware of the method of training, because we wanted to know their availability and how and their possibility that they'll be able to attend this particular course. So from what we got, from the results that we got, I'm confident that all the who qualified for this particular course will be hungry to gain as much knowledge as possible. A very, very talented lady and women who are looking up to somebody that was a role model, not only just even the old and the entire society. So they are so much ready for it, and we hope that the course, we are going to have a thorough interaction with them and the teacher interaction that will help us to complete this. Hello.
Yes.
You're on mute.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear a lot of times, but I think we need to move on. So thank you so much, Dotros, for the breakdown about the winners of the scholarship. Majority of them are here today, and we are so happy and looking forward, excited, to start this training of the ground. We actually took us 2 years, to get it done. And we are very grateful that we actually are in a position today where we are launching and the classes are starting next week. And on top of it, we are so, amused, and so happy to see a lot of young people from different parts of the country applying. As I mentioned earlier, applicants were from Kenya, Mogadishu, Kismayo, Bosaso, Hargeisa, Las Anod, and Borome. It was amazing. We were very impressed by their skills. Majority of them had a good skills, good background, graduate, and they were all inspired by Hodan. So there were people that actually were following Hodan's work. They knew who Hodan was, and they wanted to actually, contribute their effort and energy to make a change in Somalia. So we are very grateful today to even be here. And thank you so much for your time. The student, you already have a WhatsApp group, Fathia and our STEM team, as well as Hano Academy team, will guide you through. And the teachers, they will also get some training and to upload their course materials as well on our platform. So we are so looking forward to seeing you all, hopefully on the graduation day. It might seem very far, but I know time will fly so fast and we will come back again. And we really, really wish all the best, to do it well in this training and utilize. This is full funded, no money is needed from you, no certificate, no nothing. And we will always be there for you guys, to help you out to get, work experience after the training finishes. And we are so looking forward to seeing you. So thank you so much and hope to see you again.
If you could kindly allow me.
Oh, okay.
My name is Mukhtar Abdogle from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm Secretary for Strategic Initiatives in the Office of the President and a good friend of Hodan. Thank you for the honor and for the invite. For me, I'm truly thrilled to be here. The HodanNalayeh Scholarship for me goes a long way into seizing the spirit, the mission and vision of our sister Hodan in building resilient and dignified communities. And this training of this young journalist is truly inspiring and an honor to her efforts and the sacrifices that she has made. 1 month before she left, she was in Nairobi and she wanted to learn about the things we are doing. Actually, I received on her behalf the award from our colleague from London, the Women in Media program. And for me, this is one of the things that we discussed. What will the legacy of Hodan look like? And I want to thank everybody who made this effort, the tireless efforts in framing what the Diploma in Digital Creative Media entails in honor of Hodan. It is no mean feat, and it is my honest conviction going forward. Each recipient of this scholarship will truly articulate the spirit, the mission, the sacrifices, and the leadership of Hodan. For many of us, she was a godsend to the region, not only Somalia. Actually, she looked at the interface of development, connecting communities, and more importantly, communicating positive stories, not only about Somalia, but about Africa. Her mission and the spirit transcends all of us. And to all who put this together, I sincerely wish you well and thank you mostly for the efforts you have put into this. Look forward to working together, and thank you very much. And if you want to see my image, I'm in my traditional robe. I'm sure Hodan will have been very proud. But thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Mukhtar. We will appreciate if you could drop us your email and picture. We will appreciate that. Thank you for taking the time and coming and saying a few words. That's so kind of you. And we are looking forward, knowing you a little bit more and encouraging our youth and supporting them to get employment after the training finishes. So thank you again. Is there anyone else who wanted to say a few words, or should we finish it off?
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Sadia and all the participants. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Dr. Hamza. I am in Mogadishu. I'm really appreciating your for organizing this great event, and I'm really interested for this course and scholarship, where I can apply and how I can apply. I only seen in the Twitter, so I didn't have any information before. So if you please help me where I can apply this scholarship, and thank you for organizing this great event, and have a good evening.
Yeah, thank you so much. Dr. Hamza, it is already done. We already have the winners of the students, but inshallah, you will be part of our next cohort, and we will share with you a new link where we will gather all of the future students who are interested to apply the course, so that when we are ready to take our second cohort, then you will hear from our team. But now we have 17 students who actually were the winners of the scholarship, and they are going to start this coming week.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I think Najib would like to say a few words on behalf of the students. Yes.
Yes. Thank you, everyone who is here today. We really appreciate, on behalf of the students who are here and who could make it. This is a noble cause, and I think all students will take this course, will one way or the other benefit and contribute to the society. On behalf of the students, we really appreciate HodanNalayeh family, the lecturers, Hano Academy, and everyone who took his time or her time to do something in this noble cause. Thank you again, and have a lovely day.
You're welcome. Thank you, Najib. On behalf of the students, we have few other people who raised their hand up. Let us give back to Mukhtar. Mukhtar, over to you. We will give you an opportunity, and Hamza and Abdullahi.
Yeah.
Mukhtar, over to you.
Actually, I interrupted you when you were speaking, but nonetheless, I will also have my say again, though I briefly said what I was to say. I also want to thank Hodan Nalayeh and the family for actually nominating me to receive the award in Nairobi some time back, I think before COVID.
Yeah.
And our mission was that time to conquer it, is the same thing that you are doing. And I think Hodan belongs to so many people, not only her family, because of the excellence and the depth and the vision of her work. For the young people who are beneficiaries, the first beneficiaries or the first cohorts of this scholarship, you have taken enormous responsibility, not only to excel, but also to be voices of reason and also voices of transformation in your respective communities, and build a critical mass of significantly engaged young people who will reshape the narrative about Africa and more importantly about our region, not only in peace building, but also concretize very rich narratives about our development dynamics. I'm sure Hodan will be very proud to have this conversation. Thank you very much and God bless you.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, continue. Go ahead.
How about now?
Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, okay, thank you, Victor. So yes, thank you. I want to talk 2 minutes only. Really, for him, and also Somali STEM team, those organized this great opportunity. As we know, fully aware of HodanNalayeh, she was a timing person. We can't tell the reality of what her, but I am the person who are very excited her. May Allah give her his paradise. We have to pray her. And after that, really this opportunity, it is great and good opportunity. Maybe it will guide and it will help the Somali youth. As I am, my name is Hamza Mohammed Noor and I am in Boroma, really, and I'm grateful and I am happy to utilize this opportunity. And I think I am a medical student, but every time I am like how I can show to people the reality of Somalia, either what I call a positive feedback is. As we know, Somalia have a different challenges, but their youth, they are the backbone and the pillars that the country needs. So really, this about the students those are with me in this program. And Dr. Sadia, every time and Hano Academy. Also, I was within Hano Academy, and this program is through Facebook. And just this is a great opportunity to learn from you, although I don't get a chance to talk for you and the other team. But I hope one of the day I went to King Bishop or Somali, Syria, or that large town. And I thank you all in all. Thank you very much. And I hope that we will utilize this opportunity, and the other teachers, those who will guide this program or those teach us this program. I am thanking all of you. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Hamza. Next is Abdullahi. And please make it short because we have to finish it off. Yeah. There's supposed to be Abdullahi Suleiman.
Abdullahi Suleiman. Yeah, it's me. That's me.
Okay, so Abdullahi Suleiman, and then the other person, please put your hands up.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum again to all of you guys.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Actually, I am so honored to be talking to such wonderful audience, and one of the most important thing I wanted to talk about is the way you guys organize this such beautiful events, and something like this is what Somali youth are really missing, you know. Like the right to education, it should be a fundamental thing. And it's very, very heart-soothing, you know, to to get to know and to learn things from wonderful people like you guys. Actually, I also wanted to just say peace be upon the late Hodan Nalayeh. I was a very big fan of her. May her soul rest in peace.
I mean,
when are you guys gonna make? I heard you saying, and you guys saying the students have already been selected. So when are you gonna do another one? As in,
we are going to do it, inshallah, in about a year and a half from now, because it is 18 months this course will take. But what we will do is that our team will communicate with you. So if you contact, or, through WhatsApp or Facebook or Twitter, if you leave your message, and then our team will contact you and they will send you the new form for the next cohort. And you are free to apply now. So we will definitely start the next cohort to be registered.
okay, I will leave you with my Twitter handle.
Thank you. Our team will take care of that. Thank you for your time, Abdullahi.
Thank you very much. I'm so pleased to be talking to you guys.
You're welcome. Thank you. And next is Muhammad Hussein. After that will be Abdullahi Hassan. Yeah. So over to you, Muhammad Hussein.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, all of you.
Salam.
My name is Muhammad Hussein Abdurrahman. I am one of the winners. I was applying this scholarship in Middle Shabelle, Somalia district. And I'm here in Bala district now. I am very happy to join this scholarship. And I want to thank HodanNalayeh's family and every person who participates to continue and maintain the objectives and goals of HodanNalayeh when she was alive. And I'm very happy to take part in this wonderful scholarship for digital storytelling. Thank you for your always with us. And I wanted to thank also our facilitator, Dr. Sadia, and our lecturers whom we introduced tonight. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much, and have a lovely evening. I think the last person is Abdullahi Hassan. Over to you, Abdullahi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Firstly, I am Abdullahi Hassan. I live in Bosaso. Firstly, I am praying here that Allah gave to her His paradise on HodanNalayeh, that we are just here, that the Hano Academy, Somali STEM Society, and family members of HodanNalayeh, also the dear lecturers and lecturers are contributing to this scholarship, that I'm saying Allah gave to her on His paradise. After that, on the first day of January or December, I have seen the advertisement of this scholarship while I was in Bosaso. After that, I am members of here the teachers of East African University. After that, I have decided to join and get advantage this course to contribute and make the visions of HodanNalayeh to come true and to continue where she was stopped. Also, I am contributing after I get advantage this course, or I take this course diploma, I will make continuation of this the vision is and the mission is of HodanNalayeh, inshallah. Also, I am thanking to the Hano Academy, Dr. Sadia, make this course facilitator, also members of HodanNalayeh, and our dear doctors who are making this course to facilitate and also be fully get advantage for all of these students. But thank you.
Thank you so much, Abdullahi, for your time and welcome on board. We are so happy to have you to be one of the students who are studying HodanNalayeh's scholarship on digital storytelling. I think we ran over the time, and we also gave opportunity those young people who wanted to say a few words. Thank you. And I think we are end of the call. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a lovely evening. Good night.
Good night. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.